Oh, Jesus, was a really bad start. Yeah, so doing more redstone contraptions in this world. Uh, it's looking pretty good. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I sure like it. So, yeah, today we are, I guess I kind of updated this thing, the machine. It works a little bit faster now, and there's also a system. Of course, the
Hi.
redstone's really messy. Hello. Of course, the redstone's really messy, but pretty much just an unbreakable wall. This is the same thing as before. So I made a super flat world. Like I said, the redstone's really messy. You just need a couple timers. Redstone should be there, yeah, and a bunch of cobblestone generators. It's pretty cool. So if we go in here, originally I had a lever, but I decided not to do that. So I just built a button with the lever, so that way, so like let's say someone's chasing you, okay, and you're like getting chased, right? And you run in here, jump here, and then you hit this button, and you can start fending them off while the wall slowly starts building up, and they're not getting in. Trust me. Like, watch, I'll go into survival real quick with the pickaxe. Hello. Thanks for watching my stream. There we go. Alright. Oh, my bad. There we go. They can see through it, but then you can just slap them with your sword every time they... Like, they might be able to see through it a little bit, but it's just for a split second. And, you know, they're not going to try and charge it either. Like, that. So you just saw you can charge through it, but they're probably not going to try and do that. They'll eventually give up when once they see you have this. You got to be careful because that's the only thing that you really have to worry about. That's like a 95% unbreakable. I just forgot. I keep forgetting I'm always in survival. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I just redstone. Oh yeah, and so then if you want to get out when you're done, you just hit the button again and all this stuff goes up, and then once you get outside you can hit your little secret button. Let's try that again. What did I do wrong? Peter's gone the wrong way. I knew something was up. I knew it. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. I knew it was coming. I just had to wait. Wait, this one's up one, down. No, that's the same height as this one. So yeah, you can build it in like a little cave if you want. And this is really useful. It takes a lot of lava and water though. So this is just one of them. You just pretty much need a bunch of repeaters. No, my timer stopped. Hold up. There you go. And then this one's still going right. So 2 repeaters is faster than the timer. This is the fastest redstone timer you can create without getting it tangled up.
Are you
With
sure?
yeah, a little bit from weight room. And then I was testing out different methods to see which one's the fastest. And right now, pretty much for the generators, I just have 6 hoppers going around in a circle. And obviously they're connected to pistons down in here, going straight up right here and pushing the
Yes.
cobblestone up. Not really. But yeah, and then you just need a comparator there. And as you can see, the redstone is traveling around all the hoppers. They pretty much are facing each other. And then I was trying different things with observers and stuff, and I don't know, man. I couldn't figure out a method that was fast enough. And then every time the piston would fire, the observer would see it and it'd go off. And if you set them back to 2 ticks, it was less accurate than this down here. Watch, I'll just show you. There you go, watch. So you break this block, right? You set this repeater back to 2. It's really noisy, but honestly the one that I made is pretty much faster. This one's a little bit less accurate though, because every time it stops, you're stuck with that. Every time it reaches maximum height. So that's one of the problems. And then I tried doing an observer back one. And that's not bad. Just once again, once it reaches maximum height, you're pretty much screwed because it just stops any minute now. There. See, it just stops, and then if you break them, yeah, you get the point. Nothing happens. So, observers are very inaccurate and hard. And then I was trying different types of timers. So here's this one, like I showed earlier. 3 repeaters set back to 3 ticks is the fastest possible you can get without getting it tripped up. Even if you have one set back to like 2, it'll work. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, that's right. You can have 2 of them going 2 in a 3 set pattern. Actually, 3 of them going 2. What is this, 3? No, 3 of them going 2. And then really you gotta be careful from there, because that is even cutting it close. I'm honestly surprised this thing hasn't died by now. There we go. So the fastest you can have is 1 repeater set to 1 tick and 2 of them set to 2. I'm just keeping the standard 3. So yeah, and then that's a pretty fast pace. And then we could set the hoppers faster and stuff. The only problem we'd really run into is the fact that it can't like spawn the lava in water fast enough. And since it's a random lava spawn in time, it's really not going to be that accurate. So you'll see what I mean. Hold up. And this one over here, if we break this block, it's either 0.6, 0.1, 0.2 seconds. The time that the lava falls down. Oh, shit. I forgot to cover that. That's an oops on my part. Even though I don't really need it. So, watch, I'll show you.
About to eat in a couple minutes, buddy, okay?
It's all random. You'll see that in the machines too. And then if the pistons fire too fast, you're kind of screwed. So pretty much I just ran a redstone line all the way up here. This is just representing like a mountain or something you can hide it in. You can really disguise this anywhere. Heck, you can put this in the side of a mountain or something. You just really need it. And then obviously the max is up here. So if we break these, not that one, but I'll break the one above it. Nothing happens because that's the max. So yeah, you can build your door any height you want. And then you can, of course, set the pistons to fire as fast as you want. But the only problem you run in with the hopper system that I made, so in order to shut it off, you have to have a redstone torch reverse switch thingy right here, so that when you hit the button right here, it switches the outputs out, comes down here, and it stops the item from going around in the hopper. When you run redstone, an active redstone feed into a hopper, it stops the output. So you're not going to get anything from this. That's what stops it. So with this timer, I was going to try and experiment different things. Ooh, if you want to crash someone's game real quick, here, let me show you. It's pretty simple. All I need is a door. If you guys know this one already, good. If you don't, oh boy, you're gonna learn something new today. Slap a door down. Slap a line of cobblestone 2 blocks away. 3 up. 4 across. Put a stone button, a piston facing that way. And if you hit that button, it'll crash your game. Obviously I can't show you guys on stream because my game will crash. So what's gonna happen is the door is gonna open and this piston is gonna fire and it's gonna hit the door. And since the redstone output's gone, they're both gonna close at the same time. But the piston has nowhere to go because it can't push the button off. And yeah, it just breaks the game entirely. So it's like. That's really broken. I'll hit it later near the end of my stream. That'll end it pretty much. I should start doing that to end it. No, because it'll still so it's simple. Never mind. But yeah, so I don't know. I could be building like clocks today and experimenting with them or something. So like, let's just get a decently fast clock going in here, and I want to see if you could have an output when the repeaters are set back to 3 ticks like this. An input, this is going to be set back to 3. This one going here, so that way we don't have any interference with the button. Yep, I was worried about that. So if we have a lever, is there any way to stop this without breaking the redstone? Because then I need to place it back, right? Oh my gosh, I hate these clouds. We're just so high up. Okay, ready? It stops, and see, then it won't go off. See, that's the problem that I ran into. The other thing I thought about was locking the repeater. So, like, see, this one's locked now. So even if I break this and this and this and this and this, there's no output going to this right now. This one literally locks it. So you can set it the ticks back, but now it's locked. And the reason it shows like the burned out thing, like the redstone torches look burned out. Here, I'll show you if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, come on, you're gonna do this right now. Redstone torch, line of redstone, more line of redstone, redstone torch. See, it's like burned out, and I'll chart up. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's just off. So, yeah, that's another thing. You can lock redstone repeaters, and then once you break the output or change the output, watch. Here, I'll do that again. Repeater, torch, repeater, it's locked. Break the input, the output will stay. Once you change the lock on it, bam, broken. So I'll just leave that there because honestly I don't care enough. This is a simple way to make a button into a lever. It's not very hard. Where'd my button go? Someone broke it. All you need is an input going into this block right here, or one to these redstone. So all you need is an input going into these redstone. The button can be on any side of this you want. You're just gonna make, so it's actually very easy to do this. And you only need 4 main things. Okay? 5 main things. Piston, block of redstone, a button, and redstone. That's all you need for this. Well, and technically a block of any type you want. That's doesn't have to be immovable or anything. It just doesn't have to have a redstone output when placed down. Like it is here, place a piston 2 blocks away, place another one facing that piston, place another one facing the piston, slap a redstone block on either side. It's really up to you. Put the block of your choice on top, the redstone block, 1 across. Oh, I forgot the redstone torches. 6 elements, my bad. Put redstone torches on. Sides, redstone, a button. So as you can see, powers these two, the redstone torches go off and they turn back on. No idea why this is consistent and it works every time. You can do the same thing if you put a repeater here and have a direct feed into this. And then you just need a button to activate it. So if you're too lazy to make a lever and you got a buttload of redstone around, this is nice too because you can switch connections as you see here. Hold on, let me just get rid of this stuff. You can switch the inputs here. So okay, so here, I'll do a better example of it. Let's say, okay, you want, I'll just set this one back to 2 ticks. No, I can't set either one to any tick. So let's say you want a thing to switch a block out, okay? So you have one here. Oh, here. Oh, yes, here. Like this. You put a block there that you want, and it'll pop out here. Oh, wait, nope, I definitely did that wrong. Here, nope, here. So, like, you want 2 different blocks to pop out. Redstone, where's it at? There it is. Jeez, this is not going well. You can put like a repeater into it if you, oh my gosh, can you actually just, yep, you can do a repeater into it if you want. And as you can see, I didn't connect the corner, so there you go. So now your cobblestone block is showing, and if you hit this, oops, yeah, wait, why did this one instantly go off? That's a little weird. That usually doesn't happen. Whatever, I'll just use another repeater for an example. Or a piston, kill me. Hit this. Okay, it didn't work. Scratch that, people. Ignore what I just showed you. You can have 2 outputs, okay? Pretty much, that's the cool thing about this. And then just slap it to switch. Or, as you saw here, one up here. I was teaching someone how to make those. Okay, so that's a simple thing. And then as you saw with the timers, you can use a hopper. Oh, you can also do an observer timer, which is really weird. So just, you gotta like shift click if you're playing on a computer, or a crouch place. No, that one needs to go in there. And obviously you can extend it farther. Pretty much you just need, the basic one is 2 hoppers facing each other right here. This is the fastest redstone timer you can get out of a hopper. And then you're going to want a comparator. Just coming out of one of the hoppers. And you can put a signal into it to stop the block. So just drop one in here and break this. And then you can set this back to ticks if you want. Break the whole system. Ooh, I got this fun one that I like doing. This is a really weird timer here. This set back to 4 ticks. That set back to 4 ticks. That set back to 4 ticks. That set back to 4 ticks. Wait, I think, no. What I do here, I don't know. Alright. Yeah, so basically, you can have this going into something. You just really need why does it keep breaking the block under it? And then obviously, if you guys don't know what comparators do, they repeat a redstone line. So watch. So if you have a redstone, a line of redstone, okay, a signal can only go so far. trying to remember how many blocks. It was like 18, 16, somewhere in there. As you can see, the redstone line decreases until it's black like this right here. That means there's no more power. See, it's bright. It's not bright. I'm pretty sure it's 18, 16, one of the two, okay? So what a comparator does, or a comparator, whichever way you want to say it, is, so there's a bunch of different things you can do with it. So there's the normal mode, and then there's subtract mode. So you put a signal, it can basically receive two signals, okay? So we'll just give an example here. A lever here, and then a lever here, just for show, and then we'll have a lever, how many blocks away is that? 1, 2, 3 here. So you turn this one on. Okay. So the back side right here that goes into it is A, and this is B. So this is going to be some weird math talk here. If A is equal to or greater than B, oh, yeah, the power going into it is equal to or greater than B, then B will, then the signal will come out. But if B is greater than, greater than A, power doesn't go through the main output. And then you have the subtract mode, which this gets really weird, okay? So it subtracts the output from A to B. So if you put in, or B to A, my bad. So if you put in like 4 over here, okay, and then 3 over here, you should get a signal of 1. See, just 1. And then, so yeah, just 1. See, it's, and then if you put this into a repeater, you can see the signal come out. So that's why usually when people use comparators, they put a repeater right down unless they want a specific signal. And you can give, like, turn this one on, no signal whatsoever because this one's greater than that. So turn this off. As you can see, anything going into here is greater than, like I said, subtract mode subtracts B from A to get a power. So if you had a signal that was, or A, yeah, B to A to get a power. So if you had a signal that was like, whatever the heck this is, you get greater power output than you normally would. See, and it takes further away to die. So if you're really gonna get these, the only reason you use them is for one of those two. Don't use them as repeaters, okay? I know a lot of people like stack them, but that literally doesn't do anything. Don't go into subtract mode. So like, watch. So you put, why don't I just your redstone down, right? Goes into these and they repeat it, and it just comes right back out the bad way it was. Oh my gosh, can I get out of this cloud? Why do these clouds even spawn in this low? So as you can see, no power, no power, no power, no power, and then these ones right here, these two have power. Well, that's it. That's because they're dying. So 1, 2, this one over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the the original. Okay, hold on. Let me do this with the redstone torches real quick. So we got 5. Okay, so there should be like 11 left. So if we repeat the signal strength, you'll be able to put down 11 or 9 more, depending on which one's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 11, and because then 12 dies. So it is 16. So yeah, as you can see, the signal died here, and you can tell that it's active if it has a little thing. And as yeah, so they repeat the input that's put into them. So if you put that one out, this would be, that would be one less, one step down. And you can put them in order okay, this is a weird one here. You can you lock? I don't think you can. Repeater and then comparator. Wait, hold up. This one's just gonna be redstone right here. This one's gonna be a repeater. That and I don't know. You could do a bunch of math stuff with it. If you're good at math, you might want to use these. Okay, they're really annoying. They take up a lot of space too, and they're kind of useless unless you're doing something like this, or like I said, some sort of trap with different outputs, or a combination lock. They're really good for a combination lock. So if you need a specific output, right, you can make a combination lock with these by staggering them like this, and then you'd need a specific combination of redstone on all these three to get it right, because you'd have this line, and then you'd have a repeater going in here, and a repeater going into here, and a repeater going into there. Well, okay, no, I take that back. You'd have a comparator going into here and here, and then this one would basically, yeah, and then you'd have a bunch of lines coming out, and a bunch of confusing stuff that I really don't want to go over. So yeah, that's that, and then unbreakable wall out of redstone. There's observers. I mean, it's kind of in the name, right? So you place it, and this side sees something that changes. So if we take this out and put a piston to it, wrong way, and you slap down and check a redstone in front of it, it sees the change. See? And there's only one block in front of it. 2 blocks, it doesn't work. And it has to be the part that looks like a face right here. So yeah, that's pretty much an observer. And then you can stack them. Oops, you can stack them. Two. Because each one sees, so this one sees it. This one sees the redstone fire right there. That little redstone dot fire. And that one sees that one change. So yeah, that's how observers work. And of course you can combine all this stuff and make amazing contraptions like this, where you have comparators, repeaters, redstone, redstone torches. These give you the highest signal you can possibly have. And you basically need a lever, a button, a redstone torch, or a redstone block to start a signal. Any of those. A block of redstone, my bad. I know. And I'm trying to think of... Oh yeah, hoppers. I already showed you guys what hoppers did. If you don't know what a hopper does, it's pretty simple. See where the nose is going real quick? So you see that one's facing at the ground? So it's going to put the block in a hopper or like a chest that's facing it. So you see the nozzle's going this way. So if we put some blocks in it, 3 redstone, for example. Heck, we'll even stack them. We'll just stagger them, okay? 3 redstone. And you put a chest down, or like anything that can hold something. So heck, you can do it with shulker boxes. Dispensers, droppers, more hoppers, trap chests work. Minecarts, minecarts with hoppers, I think. The normal chests too. Ender chests. Wait, it might not work with an ender chest. I want to see this. I've never actually tested it with an ender chest. I'll go over the dirt real quick. Nope, doesn't work with an ender chest, because there's no possible input besides random person's thing. With the normal chest, they're gone, and they're now in the chest. So yeah, that's that. And you obviously can stack hoppers. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Observers, hoppers, you covered those. Repeaters, covered. Stone buttons. Levers, in the name. switches the power, so turn on, turn off, that kind of thing. It opens the circuit or closes it. That's how it works. It's kind of like real life. Pressure plates, something or someone gets on this boy. You can have a redstone output coming out of it, so you stand on this or drop a block on it. Did they patch it? Are you for real? Oh my gosh. Oh, it might have to be a light one. Hold on. And then there's different kinds. So there's gold ones, there's obviously the stone, and then wooden, and then there's weighted pressure plates are gold and iron. The gold one's light. So this one puts out a lighter outputs, but it doesn't stay as long as other pressure plates. So if we get a heavy one, I'll show you the difference. Heavy ones. So one, it's about a second and a half. And this one, when you get off it almost immediately, it goes away. So yeah, there's different weights and how long it takes for them to fire and all that stuff after you get off it. Sticky pistons, pretty simple. It pushes a block, but when the output is turned off, it takes the block back with it because it's got the slime on it. The slime makes stuff stick. Same thing with slime blocks. So slime blocks can pull up to 12 blocks. It's kind of weird. Wait, where are they? Here we go. Slime blocks. So if you hook it to like a sticky piston, and you really need some unmovable blocks, you're just gonna grab some stuff. So I'm just gonna go up by 2. This one. There. And heck, we'll put one there like that. So then we'll slap down a block that I have, like this, and one here. So you can do a repeater into this piston, this, and then if you put an output in, it pulls up to 12 blocks around it. So break it, pulls them all back, stay with it. So yeah, that's slime block. Okay, and that's pretty much all the redstone stuff you can use. You can combine them to make different stuff, like the vault door that I did. And some people use wool as like coating. I do it too, but it's all just different. So ooh, I gotta show you guys that game crasher now. That my thing's gonna go an error occurred in the following application. I have to change the settings so you guys can see it on here, or like record from my TV or something. But bam, froze, gone.